Right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, Ray Millstone, who teach very well while I learned this truth from, and salutation out there to the hopeful lit, who continue to push this word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And also shalom to the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And today, man, just basically getting on this temporal system. Because we're not going to be here forever, man. This is not forever. That's what I'm going to name the video, man. This, which is what this current system, is not forever, man. Because it's a time, a date, and a second when the Lord is going to stop this kingdom from reigning. It tells you that in the book of Revelation, the 9th chapter. But I'm going to start off right here in 2 Corinthians 4, verse 18. It says, while we look not at the things which are seen, yes, man. It says we look not. Real quick, let's go into that word look. Because he says we look not at the things that are seen, which mean the carnal things, man. We don't trust in the carnal things that this devil have to offer unto us, man. Let's go into the word look. Right here, the point right here, it says to fix one's eyes upon, direct one's attention to anyone. So people are directing their attention or putting all their energy into this carnal world, man. Into this temporal system. And we don't, man. We're looking at the system ahead, man. We're not looking in that rearview mirror, man. We're looking straight ahead on that road, you know? Instead of you fixing, like Yahweh Shai, he was looking at the things that was ahead of him. Yahweh Shai, he wasn't looking in the rearview, man. Because a lot of Jake and even a lot of these Americans, they want to live out their glory years, man. Whether it was high school or whether it was 2003 or 1984, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of Jake, I was happy back then, and I want to be happy again, you know? That's that spirit that Jake pushed out, not even Jake, but even Esau pushed out throughout the planet Earth, man. But guess what? That good time that you did have in high school, that good time that you did have back in 2003 or in college, or when you was with your old girl, that good time that you did have, it only lasts but for a moment, man. Which shows you what the temporal things or the carnal things that this devil have to offer you, it really don't measure up into the things Yahweh Shai have to offer you, man. Because Esau, he give you temporal happiness, but Yahweh Shai, he give you everlasting happiness, man. Joy, you know. Isaac, laughter, which is synonymous with joy, man. But the only thing Esau gives you is basically mourning, man. Let's go ahead and go back to 2 Corinthians 4 and 18 again. It says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. Yes, man, we're looking at the things which are not seen. We got our eyes in the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, even James said that. He said, when Yahweh shall come, I don't know how it's going to be, but I'm going to be just like him, man. And then I also said, those that love his appearing, man. And another one, Yahweh Shai said, blessed art thou, Simon Jonas. So like you're kind of excited. He said, blessed art thou, but blessed are those that have not seen and still believe, man. We haven't seen Yahweh Shai in his physical body right now, but we still believe, man. We don't see the kingdom of heaven right here, right now, but we still believe, man. We can see it in the spirit, man. And how do we see it in the spirit? By seeing the brothers. By seeing these different videos, by seeing the northern and southern tribe coming back together, the house of David, And you have to have that spiritual eye, you have to look through those spiritual lenses to be comforted by the things that we see, man. Read this again. It says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal, which is what? The kingdom of heaven, man. Everlasting life. That's what the Lord have to offer you. The only thing that Esau have to offer you is just a couple of dollars, man. A couple pieces of paper, FRN notes, man, which is fucking worthless, man. But just going back, the things that this devil have to offer unto you, it eventually runs out, man. You go back into, different rappers, different celebrities, different one-hit wonders. Even today, man, people attention span so short. These rappers, they have, it'll be a good song. Some songs, you could play all year back in the day. Certain, even, for lack of better words, Marvin Gaye, Teddy Pendergrass, the OJs. You can still listen to their music from the 70s. Because why? It was good, decent music. But even today, it's another little, it's another young. Lil Shower, Young Curry, you know what I'm saying? And that's every 6 months, man. Which shows you that, this kingdom is a ticking time bomb, man. These devils are rushing, to basically keep people entertained. They're rushing to keep people in their sheep mentality, man. Because, if if Esau don't get your attention in a couple of seconds, you'll realize that he's the devil, man. Let's go ahead and get something real quick. This is the book of Job 20 and verse 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. And that's it, man. The things that you have here is only but for a moment. And again, that's why it's a million one-hit wonders, man. It's hard, you have to be real talented to actually, make a good record here in Babylon. But just going back, that's why it's a million one-hit wonders here, man. Because it's only going to last for a moment, man. Even Mike Tyson, he was one of the best. I like him, man. He was one of the best boxers. But he said all this, all the belts. He said it was garbage. He said at that moment, when he was doing it, it meant all the things in the world. But once he grown and he was past that point, once he was past that prime, he realized that it wasn't nothing but garbage, man. Mob cabbage. You know what I'm saying? That's all the things that Esau have to offer unto you, man. Because again, the only thing Esau do, he get you in your prime, then he wear you out, then he just throw you away. But that's what the Lord's been do to this devil. He's been to ultimately throw this devil away, man. Because he's been calling death and havoc upon the planet Earth, man. Verse 5, it says, verse 6, Salakim, though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his hands reach unto the clouds. Yes. Which meaning what? He got the high seat, but also his head is in the clouds. He proud as hell, man. A lot of times, man, with Esau finna do, he put it in certain movies, man. Or he jokingly say something about something. Basically speak over your head and laugh in your face and then do it. And once you get hurt or once you get affected by it, this guy, he said, no, I didn't do, did I do that? Being that Steve Urkel spirit, man. Not knowing that Yahweh shall see everything that you devils do, man. Go ahead and continue on. Yet shall he perish forever like his own dung. And that's the point right there, man. Because even though Esau is going to perish, but everything that this devil built for is going to perish too, man. It's not like in the kingdom of heaven, you're going to have a Michael Jordan jersey, man. Or in the kingdom of heaven, it's going to be a Bart Simpson doll. No, it's not going to be that, man. When Esau perished, everything that represents Esau is going to perish, man. Even when you go into the ancient world with old kings and governors, once they take over another land, they take away all the propaganda that their former ruler put up, man. Whether it was a statue, whether it was pictures, whether it was clothing, even the wardrobe change when new kings get upon the planet Earth, man. Or when new kings get in a certain rulership, man. And that's the process that we are in right now. The perishing of this kingdom and the rising up of the righteous kingdom of heaven, man. Read this again. Though it's like it says, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? And that's the ultimate thing. The Lord, he's going to have to do away with the Edomites, man. Because guess what? The Edomites have to be done away with, because as soon as they be done away with, peace will come, man. Because Esau, he's the misfortune of the planet Earth. Esau, he's the misfortunate nation, man. Because every time this guy come around, bad things happen. So the best way to get rid of bad things is just to get rid of the bad guy, man. And everything that represents that bad guy, man. Whether it's the music, whether it's the clothing, or whether it's the food, man. Because this devil, he's so wicked and he's so crazy out there. Let's say if you have some food. You know what I'm saying? You got a piece of lettuce. It's a strain of pig, a strain of pig ear in the DNA of a lettuce, man. That's how wicked that these devils are, man. GMOs, chemtrails, changing people's sexes, poisoning people in many different ways. So the Lord have to do away with this devil. Why? So righteousness can come, man. So this evil can pass away and we can actually rest, man. We can actually have rest, man. And right now, we have rest right now through our souls, through this word, man. It's comfort to know that big bully that been bend your ass all year, it's comfort to know that you're going to see this guy fall, man. It's comfort to know that it's going to be one day that you're going to have peace, man.
And I ain't talking about just you chilling a day. I'm talking about forever, man. I ain't talking about peace for just a week. I ain't talking about peace for a year. I'm talking about forever, bro. And not have to worry about anything. Not have to worry about your kids or even bills, man. Because Esau, he's the one that put the burdens upon you, man. You know, because, it's, they say it's a burden of life. But it's really the burden of Esau, man. Because life, when you really go into the ancient world, you really go into those ancient customs, life wasn't that grievous, man. It wasn't like in the ancient world, you get a plot of land, you know what I'm saying? You got your own vineyard, you got your own fruit. And let's say if you wasn't even that fortunate, it was a welfare system, man. And then let's say it was going back to Israel, things went by inheritance. You see what I'm saying? Say if you went away and you come back, you can claim that land back, man. But once you in the system of Esau, you get evicted. You know what I'm saying? Let's say if your folks bought that place, the city can take that land away, man. It's a place right now in Mississippi. I forgot the exact area. It's about a couple of acres of land, and it was owned by a couple of Jakes. And it's I think it's a chemical company. They end up suing the Jakes on their own land. They got away with it. They end up suing Jakes on their own land, man, because Jake didn't want to sell out. Jake didn't want to take the buyout for lack of avarice, because that land means something to him, man. But this devil, being the wicked that the Bible speaks of, he tried to take it away, and once he couldn't, he tried to sue them, man. And end up winning. But that's the devil that the Bible speaks of, and that's why this guy have to be taken away. Let's go ahead and get this real quick. As soon as and you can see, because it was an interview, I think it was on Vice News. I think it came out last. You can see that the family members, it was like 8 of them, and it was a thing that was handed down from generations, and you can see in their eyes they was hurt, man, because there wasn't nothing they can do about it. But guess who's gonna do something about it, man? How about Hashem Yahushua, man? The Lord, like it says in Psalms the 89th chapter, justice and judgment is the habitation of his throne, man. So it's going to be beautiful when the Lord put justice upon this wicked guy. Let's get this in Revelation 21 verse 4. It says, "And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more death." So like, neither shall there be any more pain. So I can read this again, kind of excited. It says, "And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, our weeping, sighing and crying against this devil." It says, "And there shall be no more death, Esau Edom, because he is as death." He represents death. Continuing on. It says, "Neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain. For the former things are passed away." And what's those former things? This John the Revelator speaking into the future, man. He's in the future speaking back unto us. Those former things is his current system, man. Which shows you that this is not going to last forever, man. If John the Revelator wasn't talking about he was in the kingdom of heaven, if he wasn't talking about what's the former things, man? What's the former things? Not the Persians and Medes, man. The former things is not the Babylonian Empire. This is the former things that we living in right now, man. So guess what? As soon as we get through this position, or as soon as we get through this life, or this, for lack of a better word, scene in the movie, once we get through this, it's going to be nothing but peace, man. And that's the time that we're waiting for, man. Where righteousness dwell, When you ain't got to look over your shoulder every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? When you get pulled, in the kingdom of heaven, you ride in your chariot and the brother gonna pull you up. It's not gonna happen like that, man. It's gonna be peace forevermore, even for these nations. Let's get that real quick. Let's end off on it, man. Even these nations gonna be happy when this pass away, man. Because this is not forever, man. Everything that we see is gonna be burnt up, man. Even these bodies, the Lord not going to take up. It's like the Lord is not going to even take these bodies away, man. The only thing you're going to take is your spirit, man. Your soul, man. And that's why we go into this word, because we have rest for our souls, man. Basically, this word is preparing your spirit for those new bodies, man. Because it's not like the Lord going to get a nigga, a guy that was a church pastor for 45 years in the pulpit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the Lord's going to get this guy a new body, man. When his mindset is in the mindset of a Babylonian. The Lord don't work like that. You know, the Lord, He's basically giving us this word, giving us this knowledge, giving us this understanding so we can be prepared, man. You know, we can be prepared for the time of Jacob's trouble. We can be prepared for the dangerous things that set ahead. But so we can also be prepared for those new bodies, man. You know? Let's go ahead and get this in Proverbs 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So even the heathens are going to rejoice once the nation of Israel is back on top, man. You know, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And who's the wicked? Esau, Edom, man. And that's why there's a sense of depression throughout the whole planet Earth. Because why? The depressed nation is ruling, man. Esau, he's the most depressed being upon the planet Earth, man. Because he's going to have to suffer many things for the wicked things that he have done, man. And you realize that spirit of depression that Esau pushed forth to these people, it just really started coming in the last couple years, man. I say in like 2010s, man. Because back in like 2009 on back, Esau was in that proud spirit. He was in that carefree spirit, man. But that pride or that carefree spirit started being taken away when the Lord started exposing you, man. Once you start to be revealed that you are the problem, man. You know, that's when Esau started getting depressed because you was revealed to be the problem, you know. But yeah, I can just a quick little video. I pray it was edifying. I want to say, Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Bahashim Rakakudash Shalom PTA and the Bible Ball.